Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Noles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Castellanos. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Inside. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, no! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Reed. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The give to the single back. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. No huddle offense to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Seminoles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Lost one deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gain some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Used the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it? Makes the grab down the left side. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. To the air on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go. Ready? Check, check.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. It's Williams. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to back and leaves it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock.
Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Reed. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
He tries to take the top off. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that.
Turning it on! Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. What? Ball was loose. Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Let's go. Right.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Reed. Fires left. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. 35.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Here we go.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it go. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Florida State.
And the Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. A strike downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Fires to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Right on target this time. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And that one is picked up in the end zone. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.